Hi everyone, and I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Karolina and I typically post videos on luxury and contemporary handbags and SLGs. And if that is something you are interested in, I hope you consider subscribing. So in today's video, I wanted to do a quick update and wear and tear on my Chanel mini rectangular in the iridescent Caviar. So I have owned this bag now coming on to 2 years, I believe it is. This is from this is a 25 series. I will put down the exact collection for you guys, but I have had this bag now, like I said, in my collection for about 2 years, and I have used this bag almost every weekend for the past 2 years, and there is minimal signs of wear, but there is some wear that I wanted to note for you guys. So again, to start off, mine is in this iridescent black Caviar, and it has that gunmetal hardware. I do have, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but I do have protective stickers on here, and I do also have it on the back here. Not sure if you'll be able to tell, but I do have it on the back here. And when I purchased this bag from Fashionphile, it did not have these stickers. But what I noticed when I was using the bag, the first sign of wear that I noticed, and it did start bothering me a little bit, which is why I ended up purchasing these protective stickers, which I could leave down below the name of the brand that I used. But I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell, when I was opening and closing the bag, this metal part back here was scraping up against this little turn lock, and it ended up getting this scratch right down the middle. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but since putting on the protective stickers on the back, I noticed that it does not make this any worse. So that is one of the main wear and tear items on this bag that I've noticed in the 2 years of owning. So the next item, I would say that, and I always have a hard time finding it, and I honestly don't even remember if I got the bag that way, if there it is, or if I'm not sure if you'll see, there is a little scratch to the Caviar leather right here. It's nothing major and nothing that I could see like when I'm looking at the bag. Sometimes in certain lighting, if I'm out and about, I will notice it, but overall that's not something I really notice. And I don't think that would be a common thing that you would get. I think, again, whoever had this bag maybe must have scraped it. I'm not sure, but overall, like I said, that is one of like the major wear signs to the actual leather. The corners are in pristine condition. The bottom is absolutely perfect. As you can see, there's nowhere to the corners at all. The bag still has its shape. It has even, I guess, indentation that's not like puffing out like, I believe my blue one puffs out a little bit, which it doesn't bother me, but this one's perfect. There's nowhere otherwise other than that little spot right here to the bag. As you can see, there is creasing here, which just like my blue one, that is to be expected when you're opening and closing the bag. That is really one of the only signs of wear to the back. I think I must have worn a fuzzy sweater or something the last time because there is a lot of fuzz on here, but other than that, there's not really much wear to the back. There's no rubbing on the pocket. There's no loose stitches. And I have packed this bag full so many times to the point it's kind of hard closing the bag, which I would obviously not recommend that. But nothing obviously has happened to the bag. There's no misshapening of the bag. There's no deflated quilts. So to the exterior, as I mentioned, the only really sign of wear I have is the crease, the little turn lock right here, and this little scratch right here. There's nowhere to the strap. Everything's perfect. I don't find that this strap has any twisting or anything like that. I know sometimes Chanel bags can get those chains twisted, but there's no issues to that. There's no issues to these little rings that hold the strap in place, nor is there any issue to the actual leather that's holding the metal. As always, I do have an organizer in my bag. This is a Zumoni organizer, as I always use, and in here I also have that little chain shortener that I got off of Amazon. For this particular bag, the interior is all black, and there is absolutely no wear on the inside. I don't see any scratches or anything like that. There's no bubbling. I do still have the protective, I don't even know if you'll see the protective sticker on the zipper pull. The zipper is very smooth. The pockets I don't really use. Like I said, I do have an organizer for this. This one is a thicker organizer than the one I have in my blue mini rectangular. So for this bag, I would recommend the thinner organizer just because it is a smaller bag. So you are going to lose a lot of space with an organizer like this compared to that thinner one that I have. If you're curious to see how that one looks, I'll just quickly show you guys. Just for comparison, I have the blue mini rectangular, and then here is the black iridescent one. The organizer that I have for my blue one, as you can see, is obviously much thinner. Like, let me see if I could show you guys this way. You could see how much thinner this is. This is more so, I feel like, gonna help you keep the bag structure, but if you wanted an organizer that's actually just gonna line your bag and protect it but not take too much space out of it, I would definitely go for the thinner option. You could see how much thinner it is, and you do really save more space using this thin one over this thicker one. But I think regardless, if you have, whether it's a contemporary bag or a more expensive bag like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, YSL, Hermes, anything like that, I do highly recommend organizers. I'm not sponsored by Zumoni. I wasn't gifted these. I purchased these with my own money, so they don't even know I exist. But I do think these are definitely great just to protect the bags, just because, especially these Chanel mini rectangulars, they are all leather on the interior. So the leather on the interior is actually a smoother leather. It's not that grained leather. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the difference from here to here, how the leather changes. So you are gonna be able to scratch the leather easier on the interior. That is why I would recommend the organizer, and I do feel like this organizer has definitely helped keep my bag in excellent condition on the inside, as well as helped it keep its shape. So I do store this bag with this little felt that I have. So whenever I store my bag, I do take the chain, I tuck it in like that. Let me take this out to show you guys easier. So I do take it from the outside, put it under the flap, and then put it in here. The reason I do that is because I'm worried if I lay the chain on here, I'll get that indentation from the chain. So I personally feel more comfortable storing my bag this way. And then once I have the chain on the inside, I do put this little felt piece that I made by myself. I bought this, I think, at Michael's. That's literally how I store the bag, and then I keep it obviously in the dust bag. And I find that this has helped keep my bag in very good condition when I'm not using it. And I also do want to mention, I typically don't close this turn lock when I do store the bag, because I have watched videos in the past stating that if you do that, you might get that crease on the inside. So I do let it just kind of hang open a little bit. It's not pushing the flap on this leather front, and that's just how I store it. I think this is a great bag if you're looking on the pre-loved market for a Caviar mini rectangular. I definitely do recommend it for you. Hope you guys found this video informative. If you're looking to purchase a Caviar mini rectangular or a mini rectangular in general, this video is more focused on the Caviar leather, just because I wanted to show you guys how this bag has held up over the 2 years that I have worn it. Every weekend I've stuffed it, like I said, to the brim, and I am very pleased and very happy to have this in my collection. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys found this video informative.